I want to tell you, fellow Kenyans, citizens of this nation, we have a duty, we have a responsibility to change this nation. And I am telling you, it is possible. Look at what we have done with the economy in 3 years. Look at what we have done with agriculture in 3 years. Look at what we have done with housing in 3 years. Look at what we have done in universal healthcare in 3 years. I promise you, we can change this nation in our lifetime. We must believe in this country. We must believe in ourselves. We must stop the negativity. We must not stop the naysayers and those who speak negatively about our country. Kenya is not a failed state. Kenya is a great nation. We must believe in ourselves. Please, good people, let us believe in ourselves. The same way Mzee Ichung'wah here believed in himself. He believed in his abilities. He did not give up. He kept on pushing the bounds and the limits. Today we celebrate a great man. Mumesikia huyu mzee katika maisha yake. Ilifika wakati alitamani kufa kwa sababu ya njaa. It was written in that eulogy that the pangs of hunger was so severe that he wished he was not alive. Again, there are still many families, many Kenyans who do not have enough food. And that is the reason why our motivation to transform agriculture, to subsidize production, to remove brokers and cartels in our coffee, tea, wheat, sugarcane industry, so that we can have a food-secure nation, one that does not suffer what Mzee Isaac suffered in his young age, and many citizens continue to suffer in our nation. I am very happy that this year, by God's grace, we will harvest close to 75 million bags of maize. And as a result, it will be the highest harvest in the history of Kenya. And we continue the journey to transform our agriculture so that we can have a food-secure nation, we can use it to grow jobs, we can use it to grow exports, and we can grow wealth in our nation. The life and times of this great patriarch is an inspiration to our nation and to us. Mumesikia huyu mzee alikuwa mgonjwa akiwa mdogo. Akapelekwa msituni kwa sababu hakukuwa na vile ya kupanga matibabu. The family had given up on him because of his sickness. And he was left to die because there was no way that he could be treated. Today in our country, we still have people who are stuck with family members who do not know how they are going to find medication, how they are going to find treatment. There are many people who have sold everything until they have nothing else to sell. And they do not know what to do with their loved ones. And that is why the Constitution of Kenya, Article 43, in response to desperate situations like that faced Mzee Isaac when he was young, and many other families today, the Constitution said, health is a right for every citizen. It is not a privilege for those who can afford. And that is the reason today, that is the inspiration that we have as a nation to have universal health coverage. Ndio sababu leo, ili tusiwe tena na maneno kama yale yalimpata huyu mzee, kwamba ugonjwa hauna namna ya kutibiwa, na kusipatikane tena Wakenya wengi wanaofika mahali ambapo hawajui wagonjwa wao watatibiwa namna gani, watalipa kwa jinsi gani. Ndio sababu hiyo tumesema kama taifa tuweze kuwa na mpango wa afya ambayo itafikia kila mwananchi wa Kenya, na kila Mkenya apate kutibiwa bila ya kujali uwezo wao wa kifedha. And that is the spirit behind universal health coverage. And that is why I want to ask all of us. Tumefanya kazi na counties, tumeajiri community health promoters, tumeconfirm wale officers walikuwa wanafanya UHC, tunazidi na kupanga mambo ya SHA, mambo ya SHIF, mambo ya PHC na yale mambo mengine yote, ili tuwe na taifa ambayo inajali kila Mkenya. Therefore, I want to ask for the support of all citizens of our nation, so that we can move together and we can leave nobody behind. The story of Mzee Isaac brings into sharp focus the story of many families, and that is why we are inspired to have universal health coverage in Kenya. Kwa maisha ya Mzee Isaac, I must say he is an inspiration of what is possible. He is an inspiration of what can be achieved, of resilience and hard work. Ukisoma maisha ya huyu mzee, alikuwa ni mtu orphan, wazazi wake wamekufa, hana familia ya kutegemea, yeye mwenyewe ndio kuhangaika. Amekuja hapo, amekuwa mtu ya kuendesha driver ya lori, amekuja akahangaika hapa, kapanga kauza sigara, huku. But look at what God made out of the life of this old man. Huyu mzee leo tunamzika hapa na heshima kubwa. Sahau kwamba alikuwa ni mtu ya kuuza sigara hapa na pikipiki. Leo rais wa Kenya yuko hapa, naibu wa rais wa Kenya yuko hapa, mawaziri wako hapa, governors wako hapa, kumaanisha ya kwamba kwa bidii, kujituma, kujitolea, kujiamini inawezekana. And that is why the life of this father here lying, Isaac Ichung'wah Ngugi, is an inspiration to us as a nation. We must believe in ourselves. We must believe in our country. And we must believe that we can change this nation. We are having a conversation, a live conversation now. And I want to challenge us as the citizens of this nation. Kenya cannot continue to be a third world country. We cannot continue to be a third world country. We must have a conversation. Just like Mzee Isaac alitoka kule chini, mahali pa umaskini. Leo tukasikia hapa Kikuyu, nyumba yake amejenga ndio ilikuwa nyumba ya kwanza, mpaka bank saa hii ni mteja huko kwa nyumba yake. Ametulelea hawa marafiki. Today we rest him as a man of means, a man of honor, somebody who we can count on.